speranza a chi arriva.
Onorevole Kyenge, onorevole Stier per 1 minuto e 30, prego.
Mr. Chairman, the latest tragedy in the Mediterranean calls for a renewed focus of the EU's external and development policies on building inclusive and effective institutions in countries that are today in complete chaos or ruled by corrupted elites, which bring such misery to their citizens that many of them prefer to risk their lives on a boat than staying in their oppressed homelands. These desperate people are ready to give their life savings, sometimes up to €10,000, to smugglers, traffickers, in exchange of a promise to reach the shores of Europe. Imagine what a win-win situation would be to allow these people to invest this money in their own countries, to start a business and build a new future for their families. Yet they cannot do it because they are almost certain that there is no future for them in their countries torn by corruption and violence. This is exactly why we need to refocus our external and development policies on combating corruption, fostering the rule of law and good governance, promoting peace and security and confronting when necessary corrupted and oppressive regimes. And I say this based on my own family experience as a grandchild of migrants. In the late 40s, my grandmother escaped from communist Yugoslavia, and while she was thankful for reaching the free world, she became really happy only when her homeland was finally freed from oppression. And eventually we came back to Croatia. I am sure that this quest for freedom is universal and that the EU has a moral obligation and a strategic interest to avoid more tragedies in the Mediterranean by promoting peace, security and the rule of law in a more firm and assertive way in the countries of origin. This should be the priority for our external and development cooperation policies. Thank you.
Grazie, onorevole Moraes, 1 minuto.
Mr Farage and Marine Le Pen like to have a poster boy of Australia. Let's be very clear. Last year, Australia, and every year, Australia admits 200,000 legal migrants, 13,000